Well, the Coal Kennels are attacking the Premier meeting at Cambridge with 25 dogs, and we're going to start with the Angus Wright Memorial Sprint Final, Group 2 level, Brendon. So we welcome you in. You've got three key players here. Big Time Prada drawn box number 2. She ran third in the heat to Violet Lou last week. What did you make of her run?
Yeah, it was a good run. She got tracked wide most of the race mark and kicked on quite well. Yeah, she's more than capable, as you know. If she just got on the arm, very tough dog to get past because she can run the 450 and 500 and earlier in her career. So yeah, that was a very good run. I was very happy.
She had a series of wide draws. Have they just been hampering her a wee bit?
Well, when you get up in this top grade, you need a few favours, and I'm not saying she doesn't go good from the wide draws. There was a lot of pace there the other day, and she just got stuck outside them and couldn't get around them until that final straight. So, yeah, look, you just need a little bit of luck sometimes, and she's come up with a better draw, so it could be very helpful for her.
Right next door to her is Typhoon Tim. And he was terrific last week, 20 and 82. He's actually gone a fraction faster than that. At the moment, Brendon, do you think Cambridge is his track?
Yeah, I think so. The distance probably suits him, the 375. That's the top of his range. Doesn't want to go any further. The 410 at Palmerston is just a little bit tough for him. A couple of runs on the track, and he's improved each time. So I think given the draw, all things being equal, he's the fastest dog in the field. It's up to him to make the most of it and must make a clean break to get around. To start getting around that corner. That's very important in these races.
He's run a couple of pretty serious times already, Brendon, but do you feel he's actually got something quicker under the bonnet?
Yeah, track conditions play a big role in that. Look, if you got the right conditions in that, nice warm day and plenty of moisture on the track, and that you can run some good times. But look, 20 and 7, 20 and 8, that wins a lot of races at Cambridge, particularly if you're breaking the boxes. So let's hope he can do that again. That'll be great.
What sort of dog is he like to train? Is he sort of intense? Is he wound up?
No, he's very good. He's a very, very good dog at home. Very quiet. Very, very easy to handle. Runs up the straight 100 miles an hour and he's professional. And then at the track, he's pretty tough at the stirrup. He's knocked him in the chin a couple of times. He got out of the other week. But no, he's a very, very nice dog. Very, very nice dog.
Brendon, box 6 for Big Time Brody. Look, it's going to be tough for him. He's nearly 5, but isn't he going super? Not so long ago, you had a dog called Trojan Horse who was competitive at the top level till around this age as well. And this dog, it's just like he stepped into the horse's shoes here, really.
Do you know we were going to retire him? Premier meeting at Palmerston North. I said that's the last start, and he came out and went a blinder. I said, we'll just see how he goes. But he doesn't know when to give up. He's a tough dog, hasn't had injuries, and just loves it. Absolutely loves it. So, look, nothing would surprise me. We've seen the dog get to the lead, and he's a tough man to get past, but box 6 will be tough for him. Did angle down a little bit last week. He did come out of the boxes beautiful last week up there, but he did angle down a bit, and look, I'll be thinking he would do the same thing again this week. So he's probably going to get mixed up a little bit in it.
3 runners for the Coal Kennels and the Lois Henley Memorial Trophy over the 457 metres at Group 2 level. We'll go in book order here, Brendon. Freedom League. She rediscovered her jumping form at the right time in the heat. She just made a few mistakes, sort of 2 or 3 races prior to that.
Yeah, and being a small bitch, she's only 26 odd kilos, and she's quite a shy bitch, and she's been getting banged around running with Charlie and a few of those other dogs that just have no fear. And I think it just knocked her confidence. So we were pretty confident last week that, bit of a drop back in grade, we thought, from where she had been running in those sort of cup races. No big dogs around her, and we thought if she could lead, that she'd be a good chance, and she did lead. And that was more the Freedom League that we've been looking for. So hopeful with that bit of confidence that she can just run forward with what she produced last week.
What do you make of her from box number 1?
Well, they've got to get around you. So I think she's pretty safe beginner. Look, if it was at Wanganui and she drew box 1, I'd be all over it. But, you know, she's just got to get to the first corner and get around. I think she's strong enough once she's in front. But there's a few handy bitches in this race too. Don't get me wrong. But I give her a very good chance.
Well, speaking of capable, we've got a Group 1 winner in box number 6, Big Time Kaylee, and she just keeps putting in. I mean, if you look at her form line, it's really solid, and she's pretty much most of the time lining up against the best dogs.
Yeah, she's really capable, and can run the track well. Has won on the track, been up there plenty of times. Generally does everything right. Bit of a professional sort of a dog. And she is a genuine chance. Just got to get around a couple of Jack Hart's dogs, and she's a genuine chance. She can do it at both ends too, Mark. You know, she's got pace and strength. So yeah, she's a very good chance. Very good chance.
You put her on a par of Freedom League in terms of a chance in that particular race, the way they've drawn, or do you favour one over the other?
No, I'd put them on a par. Look, sometimes it's good to have something on the outside as well as the inside, just to spread your bets. Yeah, look, I haven't studied the fields too much to see what's around them and how they jump and whether they cut in and that. But the Kaylee at her best is capable of definitely winning this race.
Big Time Rippers in box number 3. I'm kind of interested in what you thought of her through her career. You know, she qualified well. She got through the grades quite well. Seemed like it was sort of a steadying process where she sort of got, you know, used to racing better and faster dogs. Where do you think she's at now?
Yeah, I think she's a bit of an enigma. She can pop off like she did the other week, a sub 23 run at Palmerston just out of the blue. She has the ability. I don't think she's the bravest. She's not been the best traveller at this stage. She's had 2 trips away now and barked the whole time, so she can only improve.
Brendon, the Coal Kennels in the South Waikato Cup, represented by Mustang Charlie. It looks a pretty special field with Pedro Lee on the inside, Charlie and 2. Dogs like Talbingo, Bale White are out there. Mustang Charlie, though, he's just putting it all together now. You've dealt with a lot of fast dogs. In terms of just sheer speed for a period of time, is he about as good as you've seen?
Yeah, he's about as good as they get, Mark. He was, if he could break the boxes, he was a genuine group dog in Australia. Jason Thompson, he doesn't kid anybody, and he doesn't kid himself. And he said if the dog can break the boxes, he's a genuine Group 1 dog. Now, we've seen him break the boxes once at Addington, and he ran some sectionals like you've never seen, and he tied up shocking in the home straight. Knowing the dog I've got now, and the few problems that we're on top of, if he ever broke the boxes like that again, he'll break a track record.
He's had a series of box 5s, Brendon, and it hasn't bothered him at all. He just, you know, he's been flopping out of the boxes, and then he seems to sort of fearlessly run between dogs at the moment. I mean, you kind of feel like it might catch up with him one day. do you think box 2 might be a bit of an issue for him potentially?
Well, there's no forgiveness in this race, and you know, you look good when you can do that, and the class is slightly less, but this is a very good field, don't get me wrong, and he can't afford to flop out a length or 2 behind unless there's trouble on the corner, but he's going to be travelling that quick. He punches up and he'll be in the middle of the trouble. Look, I'm really hopeful that he can just break the lids with them and then get left alone for a few strides to show some speed. But yeah, I can't tell you exactly what he's going to do because his reliability is to not break the boxes. And the chances are that that's what he'll do. He'll just sort of drop behind them and try and find a passage through. But touch wood, so far he's found gaps, and we've seen him run very fast times. So let's see if he can do that once again. That'll be great.